Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this lovely makeup cake which is ideal for any of the girls' birthday party. So for this you would need some different colored fondant, and over here I'm just rolling a black fondant into a thin sausage. To all my fondants, I've already added Tylose powder. Now this converts the fondant into uh, a gum paste kind of a consistency which dries over a period. Now once you've made the sausage, taper the one of the end into a thin pointy side, and I'm taking a beige kind of color of fondant and rolling it into a very thin disc. With the help of cornstarch, just dust the surface with a bit of cornstarch so that it doesn't stick. And yeah, so you can see that it is, I've rolled it in a decent thickness, pretty thin, and trimming out the sides. I'm just trying to get straight edges, and with the help of a little water that I'll apply it on the tip of the black fondant, and I'll just attach this beige color fondant on the tip, leaving a little bit of black portion on the top. Now the excess that's hanging outside, I'll trim it with a knife. And now I'm just taking a little bit of cornstarch on my fingers and trying to roll it and make it into a kajal pencil or kohl pencil. Now whatever cornstarch is there on the, I'm just dusting it with help of a brush, and a kajal pencil is ready. Now similarly, I have made one more pencil just in the same way using a grey color fondant. Now I'm again needing the black fondant, rolling it into again a sausage, and I'm trimming the sides. I'm again taking some white fondant, again rolling on the sides. Over here I'm trying to make lipsticks for this cake. In this cake I've made 6 different lipsticks because the little girl is turning 6, and we are planning to place 6 candles near these 6 lipsticks. I'm just engraving 2 lines with the help of this sculpting tool, and I've taken the red color lips fondant and rolled it into a sausage, and I'll trim one of the sides at an angle and the other side absolutely straight. Now if you do it at an angle, you'll see that it gets a typical lipstick kind of a shape, and you just need to smooth out the sides a little, and just apply a little bit of water on the black fondant, little on the white fondant, and they all stick together and makes a beautiful lipstick out of it. I hope you can see it. Now I'm taking a skin color fondant, and here I'm trying to achieve a tube like structure for the fondant, and I've taken a sausage and now I've pinched one of the ends and pressed it really nicely and just smoothing the sides properly, if you can see this. So I'm just softening the sides a little without any harsh edges, and now this really helps to get that nice finished look of a tube, and just take your time doing this. These are the things that gives you a professional kind of looking cake, and just trim the sides and then the edge, and now take shell tool and just sculpt the crims of the tube, just trying to make that. So yeah, this is how your tube one part is ready. Now I'm taking a little bit of black fondant and making a cap out of it. Just a bit of water and attach it on the tube, and this makes it a beautiful fondant tube. And you can write the name of any of the cosmetic company's name that you like to put on the tube. So they was wanting all MAC and Chanel. So in the end, you would see that I have written mostly MAC and Chanel on different cosmetics of the cake. Over here, I'm trying to make a brush. Now, in this, I have used black color fondant, white and beige. I'm rolling the black color fondant and I've taken a little bit of white fondant. Again, with the help of a sculpting tool, I'll just sculpt the sides and insert the toothpick inside the white and black portion. Now this will help to keep it in place and give the brush a sturdy look. You can always avoid this. If you have a lot of time, let the fondant get dry, and then you would not require this toothpick in between. You can absolutely avoid this. Now I'm taking the brown color fondant and with the help of shell tool, I'm just giving the marking on the edges so that you get that brush kind of effect. Just pressing it on one side, not too hard, gently, because the fondant is a little soft still, and this just gives a brush kind of a finish. And then we'll just attach the tip of the brush, and here we have a fine brush ready for the cake. I'm just marking some grooves. So I've made 3 brushes in the same way. Now I have taken some black color fondant and I have rolled it, and I'm cutting a disc out of it using a circle cutter. Now the size of the circle cutter you can choose accordingly. Make sure you have a size smaller than that. Now I'm taking a little bit of red color fondant, and we are trying to create a rouge out of this. Now rolling this 2 fondants has to be almost in the same thickness, because, and also we need to roll it a little thick, almost I would say 1/4 to half an inch thickness. Now I've cut out this circle and just applying a little bit of water, I've pressed it inside the black fondant. Now I'll just roll it with a very, very gentle hand. You can also dust this with the cornstarch. It was not sticking in my case, but you can always dust a little bit of cornstarch and then take the brush and remove it. You can also, if you think that it's too much of cornstarch on any of your figurines, then you can always go on and steam. In the same way, I have created this eyeshadow set as well. Now these are all the decorations that we have made so far, and now we are all ready to put it on the cake. I will also there are almost 6 lipsticks, 2 pencils, then 1 fondant foundation tube, 2 rouge, and 3 brushes that needs to go on top of the cake. Now the cake is going to be a 9-inch cake, and it is a fresh cream cake, and so I've just iced the cake, and I've just marked the grooves, or I'm just trying to do quilting, and I don't have a proper quilting tool. So this is the scale that I use specifically for quilting only, and nothing else. And I have just quilted the sides, and I'm going to attach some dragées. Initially, I was planning to use silver ones, but I felt that this little pink ones look really pretty. So I'm going to attach the dragées, all these sugar pearls, on all the points where these diagonals lines meet, and it gave a very pretty look to the cake sides. I've covered the fondant board with the red color, so, and friends, if you like this, then please do like and subscribe to our channel. I'll be posting small little bag should also be attached, and that's why I have attached that also. And cooking, home decorating, and organizing. Thanks for watching. Running out of time.